What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, owner of RR Buildings, and we're here at RRHQ 2.0, where we have been building over the last 6 months. I have tons of videos detailing this entire process, and one of those videos was how we underground directionally bored in all of these pipes that you see behind me. Kirby Cable came out and did that for us, and it was a cool process. People learned a lot, so I advise you to take a look at that if you're curious. But today, Greg and I are going to actually be running our electrical service through this 3-inch conduit. We're going to get that pulled into my building, ready for my electrician, and we're going to get it ran into my house where I'm going to connect to my upgraded service. A lot of people curious why I'm not pulling brand new service to here, and we'll get into that later in the video. But for now, let's go ahead and get this started. And I want to mention this video is sponsored by North One, and North One is an online business account. So we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. All right, guys, so right here, this is where we're gonna finish up, okay? If everything goes well on that end of these pipes, we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna fish everything through this conduit that I've already ran through underneath my footing and up into my building. The whole goal with this is that I don't wanna have to drill holes through the exterior of my building. That just introduces more problems. We've got to get this conduit here, which is gonna hold my fiber, and we've got to get our electrical through the 3-inch, and then everything is gonna go through there. We've already ran our water line, so let's head over to the house and let's get started where most of the work is gonna happen today. All right, so guys, this is the end where all the work is really gonna take place. Greg, I see you wore your laborer shirt, your high-vis cutoff sleeves, and one heck of a farmer's tan. We need to get this dug out and trenched to here. My electrical service is here. We're gonna be doing an upgraded panel, and I've got an electrician hired to do all this work, but I told him we would do the grunt work. So we're gonna get the wire ran and into the house right here. What that means is we gotta tear up deck boards. I hate this deck anyway, so eventually it's gonna get redone, but luckily it's all T25 torque screws. It should come up easy, and then we do the fun manual side of things and we dig ourselves our trench. So
you wanna go on the left side of this post here and kind of like,
yeah.
So I'll take all this sod out here.
Yep,
and put
I'll start pulling deck boards and.
All right.
Oh no, are those screwed into the deck boards or the frame?
Where's that?
These.
Those are, they look angled into the frame. You'll be able to put them back on.
Well, that's the goal. My wife will not be happy if my dog can just run out. All right, got most of the screws out. Hopefully these pull up pretty decently, except for this row. Didn't seem like there was, oh, there are screws. They're just deep. That's not good. Think about the fun that we're gonna have digging in between these joists. So we're gonna be coming right through here. And we can kind of bring it up. It doesn't have to be extremely deep. 16 inches, 18 inches.
So about like that, about how I got it right now.
Yeah, I don't know, you got a tape measure right behind you. What do you got for depth?
And, you know, we're about 16 inches.
Yeah, so we'll just take a little bit out of that and we'll have to kind of, we'll basically just dig it so that we can bend that pipe around, Greg. It is sultry today. What a day to do manual labor, let me tell you. Okay, so we're gonna have to dig down. This is gonna go right through my concrete here. And you may be saying, well, why are you going through your concrete? Well, because I think it's easier to go through the concrete than it is to go through the brick, through my sill plate, and then also through all this deck, because this is where the bottom of my sill is. So we're gonna actually punch through about here and we'll get our connection going through right there. So I think we'll probably try to get it over. I need to go down to my basement actually. I can see a joint line right here, so I can get a good feel for where that is downstairs, and then I can measure off of that so I know exactly where to take this trench through. I think I'm gonna do that first. That way I make sure we're not doing more work than we have to, and make sure exactly where I wanna come through. All right, I know it's dark down here, but here's my current box. This is all gonna get updated, and we're gonna punch our hole right in here somewhere. So you can see I got my joint line right here. I've got my corner joint, so I can use these. I'm thinking if I can just get it somewhere through here, I'm gonna be good to go. So 6-8 inches down, just off of this line, You can see I've got ties here. I don't want to hit those. So hopefully no rebar is there, but it is what it is. This is where we're going to punch through. We'll get our conduit through, and then I'll let my electrician deal with getting everything hooked up. So let's go back upstairs, get this lined up, and go to town. All right, so I thought that this joint here, the cold joint in my, or not cold joint, but where my form was the one I saw downstairs. This is actually where that corner was, right here. And then we've got another joint right here. So Greg, we're gonna basically go right next to this post. You got me, dude. Believe it or not, even though I'm 41 now, I'm pretty much built for labor. Okay, I think I gotta go do some, no, but for real, man, this is like what I was built for. So like I said, guys, while we're doing digging, probably a great time to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is North1. North1 is an online banking business platform, and they're gonna do all the things that your normal bank is gonna do. It's FDIC insured. You can deposit money, you can withdraw, you can do ACH transfers. Plus, North1 has a lot of perks that help you in your business. So one of the cool things about North1 is that it seamlessly integrates into all of your different platforms like Stripe, PayPal, Amazon, and I can quickly have it integrated into my QuickBooks, so all of my invoicing and purchases can all be right there for my accountant. Also, as a business owner, you know, if I need some money, or maybe you're building your own dream shop with North1, you can take up to a $250,000 line of credit, and you're only gonna pay on the money that you've used. And another really nice benefit is that you can use ACH transfers. With North1, you can send and receive ACH transfers all from your phone. If you're a busy business owner like myself, budgeting and planning ahead is always something that doesn't always happen. With envelopes, North1 allows you to look ahead, look and see where your future expenses. Oh, go ahead, buddy, do some labor there. You got that labor shirt on. You can go ahead and set up envelopes, which are gonna allow you to plan ahead, put money aside for things like your taxes, your payroll, rents, or whatever other, you know, future expenses you may have. So that's a really cool perk. Now, here's the thing, guys. Business, personal, you wanna separate those. So you wanna make sure that you always have two separate accounts. It's gonna make things way cleaner come tax time. Trust me, I know. And with North1, it only takes 3 minutes to set up an account. It's completely free. So what are you waiting for? If you guys are interested in learning more about North1, check the link down below in the description. Thank you, North1, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to work. We got a trench to finish. We got to get probably another 6 inches, I would say. Oh, this is such a better tool.
Is it?
Yes. And once I get kind of a bunch built up, get it out of there. Let me help you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Get out of here.
No, I mean, I've got this. How much more down do you want me to go?
So that's about the depth I want. So I've got my access box there above grade, and then we'll be about 16 inches below, and we'll just go a little bit deeper, and we'll connect to that guy. I knew this wasn't gonna be easy.
But it's not.
Greg,
What?
why in the heck did I not have juice shoot that sucker right into my basement like the water line?
Right at the bottom?
Yeah, why didn't we just come right through the floor there in the basement?
In that little closet.
Yeah.
You'll never see it.
Hey, Louie. What's up, buddy? Oh, such a good boy. You know, if I knew he wasn't gonna run, I'd bring him to the job site. Yeah. He'd be our little buddy.
He is a run. There we go. Oh, get some of that stuff.
We don't have cool walkie-talkies like Juice and Pete did, but I want to know before I break through.
Why is that?
Because I don't want it to blow out. I want to be able to, like...
Well, you know your foundation's probably, what, 6 inches?
8 inches.
8 inches. So, I mean, you can make a little tick mark on your bit.
That's a good point. Hey, nice job.
Yeah.
Nice. So if we go right here, Greg, we're punching through about 6 inches, 6.5. So I'm calling that good.
Okay.
Yeah, especially because it's under the deck. I'm not too concerned. It's more important that my connection is up above the grade, and then as we go that way, we'll stay nice and deep. All right, buddy, let's get that pipe. Let's try to get it. You want to try and get it turned?
The thing is, like, I don't know how.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa.
Tuck and roll.
You had some momentum going there, bro.
I know, dude.
I don't think we're gonna get that, but
Okay.
we gotta cut it.
We're gonna have to cut it just below the deck. And then, you know, I did get underground rated burial cable because I assumed this wasn't gonna work. And, you know, my electrical service, my main service is right over here. In fact, you can kind of see where we had it julied, the red paint. That's all just buried. It's not even in a conduit. So it's not like we have to have it in a conduit. It's just the more conduit you have, the more protection you have, and serviceability later on down the road is obviously great. So we're just gonna cut it. All right, I'm gonna bring the Kubota tractor over. This is a 3520 LX series. I got the cab, I love this. I use it to mow the property. You know, I can switch all my skid loader attachments on it, but we're gonna use this because it won't tear up my lawn like my CLT loader will. I love, obviously, the skid loader, but this is better for lawn use. And we're gonna pick up our roll of cable. It's a 450-pound spool, so Greg and I don't have to handle it, and we're gonna get that wire ran. So I'll meet you back over. I'm gonna turn on some air conditioning. Maybe I'll cool down just a little bit. Okay, so this is a 3-conductor 4-aught cable because we are going just under 400 feet. So my electrician told me to get a 3-conductor 4-aught. It's gonna be plenty good enough. This is like a 200 amp service line, but we're only gonna be running 100 amp to the barn. If down the road I need more service, that's when I bring in my actual supplier of electrical. I actually contacted them. It was a whole fiasco. The property doesn't have a transformer. There's no electrical there, and they were gonna want me to pay for transformer, pay for all the line, pay for all the digging. Everything was on me. And just to start that was gonna be upwards of 10,000 bucks. That's when I made the decision, dude, I've got, according to my electrician, plenty of power at my house. I can upgrade to 320, I believe, or 340 or 360, he said. I don't know, basically two 200 amp services if I need to. So all to say, that's why I didn't run separate service, guys. That's why I'm coming off of my home, because it will be just fine for what I'm doing. Greg, let's give this a try, dude. Hey? Ready? Is it gonna spin?
Like butter.
Good? All right, I'll meet you over at the hole. There, dude, perfect. So now, we'll be able to get that started.
Yep.
We'll pull that wire straight through here, and we just need to get this opened up. We did also grab a weed torch. We're gonna try to heat this up. We're gonna see if we can manipulate this into the trench. If we can't, and if it ruins anything, then we're just gonna cut it. But let's go ahead and give it a try, Greg. We'll try to heat up this end and see if we can make it work. You know what I'm saying? This is our tracer wire, so we wanna make sure we leave this in the trench, even though I guess at the end of the day, we're gonna have 3 tracer wires. Greg, do me the honors, buddy.
Okay, give me one
We
second.
don't wanna burn our rope.
No.
So we're just gonna, yep, we're just gonna test it to see if we can soften it up enough to do some manipulation.
Give me 1 second. Put my gloves back on.
Dude, I tell you what, riding in that Kubota for those 5 minutes,
It was nice.
air conditioning, look at this. I'm like dried up almost. I can see I'm, oh, there's she heating up. No?
You gotta hit the backside. Smells like candles.
I feel like that's a waste of time.
Yeah, I think we just cut it.
I think we just cut it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be, that's not any easier, buddy.
No.
That is not gonna be any
We're gonna
easier.
heat up. No, we'll heat up that corner there.
Right in here?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be any easier. So here we go. Here's my 3-conductor 4-aught right here. And what we need to do now is we need to get this taped very securely onto this so we can pull this. So let's go ahead and take this over to our hole.
Not helping.
Pull's fine. That's not very hard. Just duct tape
Yep. Let me get the.
and just get me connected. And we're gonna try to get a little weave going on here. I don't really know if there's a secret to this. I should have opened up YouTube and like, you know,
Done a video.
seen if there's a way to do this.
How to properly fasten your pull wire, or pull rope.
You guys taking bets right now. Is this gonna hold or is it going to pull off. I think it's gonna hold.
Hold or pull?
Hold or pull, drop it below in the comments. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this content. All right, now we're back on the fun side and we got the wire hooked up. So I'm gonna get this a try and I'm gonna see what it feels like to pull. And really that's before I hook up to a machine because this has 1,250 foot-pounds or something of pulling capacity. I know I probably am not that strong. So if I can pull it or I can't pull it, I kind of got a gauge on what kind of tension is on this thing. I'm hoping that it's not gonna be too bad. Okay, so Greg's on the other end. He is gonna help feed it into the hole, make sure there's no problems over there. I would hate to be pulling and then something be kinked or whatever. It should come off that spool quite nicely. Wait, tell me that that's not it because there's nothing. This is like nothing.
Well, the only resistance I have is like coming off the reel.
Bro, this is...
Well, you're going downhill right now.
Oh, come on. It's not that much downhill.
I'm practically pushing this entire line.
Push it, dude. Let's go. Let's start a timer. It's 11:33. How long does it take for two guys to pull 400 feet? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Once we get moving, maybe it will. All right, ready? 1 second. Set, go. I should have checked the measuring number so I knew exactly how much we pulled. I mean, obviously we've just pulled probably 150 feet. How's it going there, Greg? So here's the thing, dude. This is 1839 to 2115. What is that? 2115, 1839. But now we're already over halfway, Greg. It just makes no sense to bring a machine in. Ready?
Are we over halfway?
Yes, 276 feet. That's more than halfway. Ready?
All right.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's get it started. Come on. Dude, I love a good workout. I ain't got no problem with that. That doesn't bother me at all. What do we get? 2167. Greg, I don't think we did very much. It's getting kind of hard, guys. I might break down and hook up the machine to it and just start pulling. I guess I am the king of saying work smarter, not harder. I just personally like a little bit of hard work. It makes me feel good. But that was 300 feet of hard work. Let's finish it off with the machine. That should hold just fine. Yeah, you just keep feeding it and I'm just watching the hole. I can kind of see it still. I mean, I gotta be getting close.
I mean, it looks like there's still looks like there's quite a bit of wire on the reel.
Dude, you should have probably 50 feet.
Okay. Thing is, I want to get a measurement. I want to make sure that I've got enough wire here to potentially, I don't know yet, we're going to go in the hole up and I might go up to my first floor, my first, my ceiling, and then go over the ceiling and down to an interior wall about 5 feet away. Reason being, this wall is where all of my mechanicals are for my radiant heat system. So the boiler, condensate, all that good stuff, the manifolds. And I don't know if I have enough room or I want to have my electrical box right on that. So if I take it over, I'll put it on the inside wall and then it will be easy for me to run wires everywhere out of my box. Greg, I can pull this by hand.
Oh, cool.
So we just need to get a tape measure. I want to do quick math, see how many feet I think I need. And then we'll get as much as we need here pulled out. Ugh. And then...
You did have a little bit of slack in it, so that's probably what you just pulled.
No, dude, I just pulled 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled all that.
Yeah, sure.
Here, go ahead, try it. It's not bad.
Don't want to hurt my back, you know?
You ain't gonna hurt your back. You were bred for this. Come on, dog. It's not that hard, is it?
Yeah. I passed out. I don't have as much weight as you do.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
1894.
Okay, so we need like another 5-6 feet. I'm gonna call that good right there. That's probably plenty here. Let's go back, let's see how much we got there. We'll get that all laid in. We gotta get a hole cored through the concrete. That's gonna be the second new tool that I'm introducing to you guys today. It'd probably be easier to do this from inside where I have more space, but I'm trying to reduce the amount of debris and dust in my house because happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying, guys? And this is what we've got. This is a new tool for the RR crew. MX Fuel core drill. I mean, it's like a portable core drill. You can put it on a stand, which if I had more room, once again, that's what I would do. We've got a 3-inch bit. This will be the perfect size to get this in the wall. We got a piece of conduit that will go through the wall, and then I can get some really good, I'll use like some Sashco Morflex, so it's perfect. It's just gonna be getting this started, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So here's what we're gonna do, buddy.
You want this trigger lock?
Actually, you know what? Can you be my trigger man?
Yeah, I can be a trigger.
I mean, it might be a little uncomfortable, but
we just reached out.
So Milwaukee is kind enough to give us a trigger lock. I think it's kind of weird because usually it's like you don't want to lock the trigger on because it's unsafe.
You see it locks the
Locks
trigger?
it on, yeah.
Locks the trigger on.
You don't want to lock it on. There we go. Okay, so now what that allows me to do is I can just lock this on. And then we're good to go. And it's got a nice big paddle so I can quickly turn it off. Or you can turn it off for me if I get in a pinch. It's got a great, you know, anti-kickback technology. I mean, I definitely wouldn't recommend just going in with one hand, but once it's kind of going, I mean, you can almost just hold it with one hand and just keep pushing.
The one I remember had like a 2-foot.
Well, that was the core. That was the core drill, like on the stand.
On the stand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the trigger lock on. And then we're just gonna try to get it to start on an edge. No, this is not gonna be easy. Okay, so we got it started. It is a little bit dustier than I thought it might be because of the high speed. Should I hook the water up, Greg?
Not a bad idea.
At least to get it, and then get a mark on the bit so we know how far we gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad to get started. That wasn't bad at all. That sucker ate right in there. Needless to say, that is a workout. Let's make an 8-inch mark so I know I'm getting close. There's a performance line here. And when you start pushing pressure on it, the performance increases. So it's doing a better job. I can feel it like eating. Otherwise, we're just not putting enough pressure. That's where that stand really helps. I think I'm too far forward. But I know it's gonna get awkward if I go back one.
I want to be like right here so I could like take
your leg and just push on it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, because really, if you just kind of. Let me think here. This is a little bit awkward. That's my knee. That's my knee.
Okay, as long as it's your knee, I'm good, bro. I'm good. We're definitely going through some rebar. But we are moving,
they have to be meant for rebar because otherwise, like, unless you know exactly where your rebar is, and you can like go in between rebar or something.
Yeah, we're smoking. You see that?
Yeah.
Just watch that light.
One green?
1 or 2. Just don't go to the red. Pretty cool technology, dude. I got a leveling feature. I got a performance feature. We've used up a bar on this battery, but I'll be honest, it's been sitting in that shop for how long? When's the last time we used this battery?
I think it was like 2 weeks ago when we plugged it in to charge it.
Okay, I'm gonna start this up again. Is that you doing that?
Yeah.
I feel like we're just on a piece of rebar or something.
Yeah.
We have no bit left, dude.
Oh, it's all melted. You want to put the backpack on it? The water pack?
Just to save as much as possible and keep it cool.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that means use water. You know what I say, man? It's always good to learn from other
Win
people's
some,
mistakes. So
you lose some.
probably take a couple minutes to hook up your water because I think we just messed this bit up and these are not cheap. All right, we decided probably it's too late, but we're gonna still go ahead and hook up the water tank to the drill, see if we can get through with that bit, see if there's enough left on it. If not, we're gonna have to go to plan B, which potentially is start a new hole, bigger than that hole, and then just fill it in and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid, guys. When the bit says
Wet core drill.
wet core drill bit,
You probably want to use some water.
we burnt the crap out of that
Yeah,
bit.
it's bad.
Is bad. There's a little bit of diamond left. I'm hoping we can just finish this cut. And yeah, I just wasted a good bit. We'll turn it on. We'll get it started, and hopefully
make it through. I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
If there's any rebar left in there,
We're screwed.
I think we're screwed.
This bit's garbage.
Gone.
Dude, we're freaking flying through this concrete. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude.
We should know that all along.
Oh, what do you know? You do what you're supposed to. Dude, that thing was eating the concrete. All right, guys. This is a lesson for everyone involved that probably already knew this lesson, and they're just not as smart as Greg and I, or we're just in a big hurry
I
to
bet
just...
you they're in the comments screaming, use water!
You idiot! This is a premium wet core bit. That means wet. We can't just spit on this and expect it to go through. So we completely devoured the carbide, the diamonds, whatever, diamonds on this, and it is binding up. It ain't cutting through because literally there's nothing left. This is what this looked like. I mean, this is the size of my pipe. So it's going to go through just fine, and the start of it through the hole is bigger. Therefore, when I go and put my elbow through, it'll be bigger than this, so I can still get some good sealant around here. So it kind of works out good. It's like we meant to do it. Let's just hope I can get this to bite good and finish this hole, because this should have taken us 5-10 minutes if we would have just put water on it from the beginning. I got the hammer drill and I just went ahead and busted open and got as much of this out of here. So I'm hoping that at the back of this, in the hole, it'll wobble out enough to get started, and then I can just finish a nice 2.5-inch hole, which is big enough for what I need. Let's hope. Let me put this handle back on so I can manage this. Where'd my handle go? Oh, so I can manage the pull out a little bit better. I don't want a ton of water flying into my basement unnecessarily. Hey, when I start punching through, just yell at me, okay? And I'm gonna turn the water off.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Nothing?
Nothing yet.
How deep is this wall? Oh, holy crap, dude. I'm about out of bits, so I gotta push through pretty quickly, but what a difference fresh teeth and water make. All right, this is it. This is the final frontier here. How friggin' deep is this wall? Dude, I want another inch or so, Greg.
It sounds close. I don't know. So I guess.
You just let me know if you just yell at me if you see it popping through, okay? I can't get the trigger. Oh, there we go. I made it. Was it a fairly clean hole entry or exit wound?
Yeah, it looks really good.
That was miserable. I don't ever want to do that wrong again. I want to make sure that I'm hooked up from water and in a better position, and probably going to use the stand next time, Greg. It is 1 foot thick. I thought it was gonna be an 8-inch wall. Didn't even dawn on me to think about brick ledge, but it's done now. Let's clean this trench up. Let's get the conduit in place. Let's push the wire into the basement so we can cover this all back up before my wife gets home, and then we'll head to the other end and get the wires inside. Milwaukee, thank you for sending out the core drill. I don't know what I would have done without it because I was not expecting a 12-inch hole. And if I would have done the old, like 20 different 1/4-inch drill holes through this, it would have been a mess. I need my trenching shovel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That little orange one?
Where is it?
I don't know. Let me just kind of dry run this. So, okay, you bring this up. Let's say I get it up through here, connected, right?
Yeah.
We can coil it out and I can get it down into here, maybe? And then we can turn it and then I can run it in. Oh, I can't even go in, dude. Oh yeah, I can.
Remember, there's that lip.
Yep. And then boom, I'm gonna go in.
Give her a whirl, I guess.
Send it my way, a little more. Almost got it. Almost got it. Okay. All right. Oh, buddy, this is gonna be.
You want to keep pulling it? Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, you kind of have to work that as you go.
I just need to get it out. I just thought to myself, like, this is where you start questioning life's decisions. Like, why did I do this? Why did I do this? I tell you why. Because I like pain and agony, and I like to try things on my own, you know?
Kind of take as much as you want.
How much more you...
I mean, I've got probably another 6 foot or so.
Okay.
Here's the hard part right here. I can't really do any more unless I get this bent and in the hole. We need a third guy to kind of fish that in as it goes. Okay, hold it there, hold it there. You want to cook it? I think we need to cook it right here.
Brother, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't think I saw this. I mean, I guess we could cook it now. Whatever. Greg, go in there and pull that wire. Pull the wire. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Come on, buddy. Pull it. You gotta get around this stupid. We should have cut this just a hair more, dude.
Didn't think about the wire being in there from that thickness. I think you want something a little bit more solid than that, yeah?
Okay, pull the wire.
Yep. Almost.
Come on, pull the wire.
I'm pulling, dog. I'm pulling.
1, 2, 3. Dude, we are so freaking close, man. Got the old leg lock. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Ah. Pass out. I'm passing out. Oh, I don't want to sound dramatic, but this is enough, dude. I'm tired. So guys, this is a super DIY friendly job that anybody could tackle. It's quite easy. All you need is a little bit of stupidity and brute strength. Keep pulling that, girl. How much more we got over there?
So now that we got this here, can we get it tucked under and then like lift onto the, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay,
That might have been too much.
I think so.
Kind of, there you go.
I just don't feel like this is the best idea, but it's what they said. And I trust juice,
Yeah.
you know?
So, I mean,
I'm not putting much in here.
this is just to seal off this end so no dirt gets in there really and fill up and then,
Yeah, and this is expanding tight, so let's just let that do its thing. There's gonna be gaps and cracks, so it's gonna fill up and expand pretty good. Where's that stamper, Greg?
It's right out front of the front step there.
All right, that'll hold it down until we can get this good, Greg. Let's concentrate on getting this into the house. All right, we got our box mounted. We've got a bunch of Morflex, which we know is some nice mortar stucco repair, big stretch. So we love this product. Textured like mortar. No one will even know that we use this. They'll think it was mortared in there. And we're just gonna tap con it to the wall so it doesn't move on us. All right, now the fun begins, Greg. Do you think we split these up? I do. I say we.
I mean, I think if that makes
Here's the thing, dude. There ain't no way we're turning all three of these and getting them pulled through there.
I don't think so.
There ain't no way. I don't think so. But one at a time, we just might have a chance.
Let me know when you're ready.
Two to go, and they're only going to get harder because our pipe is getting smaller as we shove more of these in there. Let's see. All right, buddy, coming in.
All right.
I know there's probably a trick to this. Oh wait, this one looks like it's gonna be easy. Got it. Oh, that one was easy. Got my hand in some Morflex. All right, let's hope the third one is easier. Greg,
Yeah.
push back both wires if you can.
I really can't. Are they even moving?
I can't get through because they're taking up the room. Push the one on your left.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
Okay, wait. Now both black and the yellow.
Black and yellow. Okay. Ready? Is that it?
No, black first.
Okay.
Okay, now yellow. Okay. There we go. Okay, got it, buddy. Woo! Heck yeah, we did it. All right, we're gonna button this up, cover this up. Good Lord, I thought this was gonna be kind of the easy part, but now we gotta go pull those 3 wires through the conduit, the 4-inch pipe I've got underneath my footing, and we're gonna try to get that 1.5-inch conduit PVC pipe through for the internet. And in fact, I haven't shown you guys how that finished up. I'm gonna take a walk downstairs, let's look at this, and I'll show you also how the water line and the internet cable conduit ended up too, because I've got that all concreted and ready for hookup. Okay, so first off, remember where Juice hit that frickin' 8-inch square hole with the underground directional bore? He brought that right here after, you know, coming 400 feet, and we got these 2 conduits. This one right here is my water line, so it'll be able to hook up to my main well here at the house. 1-inch water line. All I've got is a toilet out there. Maybe occasionally I'll wash something. You know, a lot of people were curious about that. I'm not drilling a $20,000 well on that property when I've got water right here and I don't need a ton of water. And then this right here is the conduit to run a fiber optic. So this will get hooked up to internet later. Now let's go ahead and look at where the electrical service just came in. We've got the pipe came through. We're gonna get a new whole service box and everything set up here. We're gonna redo this whole mess. I got my electrician Art set up to do this, and we've got our wire here. So not even a big mess in here. This worked out pretty good. Let's go to the shop, get our conduit ran, and get all these holes covered up and cleaned up. You know, in retrospect, Greg, this wasn't that hard. I think if we did this like every day, we would have had some tricks, you know, some things that we would have done differently.
Yeah, like maybe use water.
Honestly, that's really the only thing that really messed us up. That added like 2 hours to our day.
Booyah, Grandma.
It's gonna be tough. I've already got a water line going through, and I'm gonna try to get my 3 wires and my fiber optic conduit all into this hole. Now, the hole's big enough, but as I make those turns, it's gonna get really difficult. So I'm hoping if I get maybe my electrical started, because that's the most important to me. Once I get that going and I get maybe it popped up the hole on the inside where we can pull, then I'll attach my water line, tape it up nice so hopefully there's no sharp edges. And I'm hoping, man, we can just push and pull both of them in there. I'm gonna try to get my electrical started first. And once that gets in there, if I can, we'll see. I'm gonna try to get my wire started.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and pull me. Yep.
Okay. Uh-oh. Caught on something.
Are you pulling?
Yeah. Hold on.
Why you keep saying hold on?
Because I can't see nothing and it's caught.
Why do you guys see? Just pull.
It sounds like you're catching on like a lip or something.
Just hold on.
Yep.
I'm gonna tape it. Okay. This should help get it around the corner. All right, buddy. Go ahead and start going.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You come out there.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now this is where the fun begins. We got our 3 wires in. I'm really hoping that I can add this to the mix. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get this attached to this, and let's hope that there's enough room on the radius of the radius of that conduit. Because it looks like there's, I mean, we haven't even used up half the conduit. It's just, we gotta get past that point that is hurting us in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, maybe that'll take off enough of that edge. I'm gonna have to really tape this, man. Strength in numbers. Guys, this has been more challenging than I thought. Maybe because it's just different work than we're used to. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel it.
Okay.
You getting it, buddy? 1, 2, 3.
Get on my back.
1, 2, 3. Problem is, it's kind of getting tension in there. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to like figure out where it's catching because I don't have any tightness here, buddy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a good one.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Almost there.
1, 2, 3.
You got it, dog.
Okay, let's get more so we can undatch them, and then we'll do one at a time.
Yep. I'm done. I'm ready to go home.
You guys, we did the hard part. We got all 3 of these items into this hole. Like, there's plenty of room in the 4-inch pipe, but getting around those bends and getting them all in was the hard part. We were able to attach this to my electrical and pull one at a time through. Now we're all out, and it's just a matter of getting the slack out. So I think we're gonna try and get this first. This is a little bit less malleable than my electrical wire. How you doing, Greg?
Almost got it.
All right, it's been a chore, that's for sure, but I'd say we're 90% done now. The last 5% of pulling and then 5% of cleanup. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Whew. We might have to do some surgery because this is gonna have to get down here. Greg!
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Go out there, pull this sucker back as far as possible. We're gonna get it down in the trench and get it back as far as possible. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a miserable day. If it was easy, anybody'd do it. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. Keep going. A little more. Okay, now hold it, buddy. Actually, pull more if you got it. All right, now hold it. All right, we need to get this as far back as possible. Get it wedged back with something. So I'm not such a tight turn. It's like I need to drive something in and just don't go crazy because it might slide up. What if we drove something in that we left there until we buried it? You think we can now turn, if I get something to hold it, cut a stake and we'll hammer it in? It'll keep it back long enough to get it filled with dirt. Any comments from the peanut gallery YouTube? What should I be doing differently? I think what I should have done was cut probably a couple feet off of this pipe. That way I didn't have to have such a sharp angle. I thought, hey, it'll just lay right in there. It's gonna be pretty close to the hole. We'll get it lined up pretty close. Pull the wire. We're there. I mean, it's close. I just want to do a little bit more so I can kind of, I just can't stand here and here all at the same time.
Maybe.
What do you think?
Maybe.
Go in there and pull up the slack. I'm gonna move it over and we'll get this thing filled up. Then it won't go nowhere. There you go. That's it, buddy.
Okay, cool.
Can you bring me another steak? I didn't think we were gonna get it all in there, man. I hoped. Didn't expect it. What about when this biodegrades? Then the whole building's gonna fall down.
Wait, it's gonna pull the whole thing.
Did you cut this using imperial measurements?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't know any other way. Might as well hit your white hole too, yeah?
Keep crap from falling in there. You know what time it is? Let's get all these tools out and let's throw some dirt in here. All right, guys, we got all of our stuff in the hole. That was the job we wanted to do. Now it's time to have a little bit of easy work, and I'm gonna go fill that hole up with the Kubota. All right, guys, did what we set out to do today. It was a long day, a hard day. I am extremely exhausted. I did not think this was gonna take as long as it ended up doing, and obviously that's the way every project goes. But hey, I thought this was a fun video to make. I thought there's gonna be somebody out there that has to do this sort of thing, so somebody could see exactly what ended up being. If you guys enjoyed this, obviously I'd love a thumbs up. This was not building content per se, but it is part of it. This is all part of it, and I want to share it with you guys. So if you haven't already, check out the past videos. I think the underground boring video was awesome, showing how all those pipes got in here in the first place. Way better. And let me just say, a lot of people want to know, why the heck would you do that? That's very expensive. Look that way. Do you see all those trees? Do you see the creek that we have to cross? All of that would have had to been overcome with a trencher, dug around. What a nightmare. So that is why we did the boring. It made it pretty easy for us just to hook up here, just to hook up there, nothing in between, no disturbances of the ground or anything. So anyway, I'm gonna probably go pass out, drink a bunch of water, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.